We all talk about luck, right? Good luck, bad luck, running out of it. But what if our whole understanding of luck is just wrong? What if it's not something that just happens to you, but something you can actually create for yourself? Okay, let's dive right in.
So believe it or not, this entire idea comes from this one simple card. At a glance, yeah, it looks like a little game of tic-tac-toe with some clovers. But the words on this thing, wow, they completely challenge the whole idea of luck being just random chance. It's almost like it's giving us a formula, a way to stack the odds in our own favor.
So, first things first, we've got to redefine what we even mean when we say luck. Forget about the winning lottery ticket or that random lightning strike. We're moving towards something way more personal, something that you can actually control.
And this really is the question at the heart of it all. Before we go any further, just think about that for a second. In your own life, have you been in the passenger seat, just kind of waiting for luck to show up? Or have you been in the driver's seat? Your answer here really sets the stage for everything else.
Okay, let's get into the first big bombshell from this card. It suggests that if you feel unlucky, the cause probably isn't some external force working against you. In fact, the biggest obstacle to your own good fortune might be a whole lot closer to home.
The card is basically asking us to look inward and find that barrier. So what is it? A lack of money, other people, just bad timing? We all have our reasons, right? But the card proposes a totally different and maybe even more challenging answer. And there it is. The single biggest thing holding you back is you. More specifically, it's your perspective. The card puts it so bluntly, the way you see the world is actively stifling your growth and stomping on your luck. So the problem isn't out there somewhere, it's an inside job.
So if a flawed perspective is the problem, then it just makes sense that a change in perspective has to be the solution, right? This is the big turning point. We're shifting from just identifying the obstacle to actually building the tool that's going to overcome it.
And that tool is called the abundance mindset. Now, this is not just about, thinking positive thoughts. It's a fundamental belief that the world is full of opportunities, that it's not defined by scarcity. It's about seeing potential where other people just see a dead end.
And here's the trigger. This is brilliant. The card says, the starting point isn't about faking it till you make it. The starting point is a simple, conscious choice, to believe that you are a lucky person. That single belief, that's the seed from which the entire abundance mindset grows.
Let's just put these two worldviews side by side so you can really see the difference. On one side, you've got that stifling perspective the card warns about. It's a lens of scarcity, obstacles, and fear. It literally blocks luck. Then on the other side, you have the result of that belief shift, the abundance mindset. It sees opportunity, it embraces growth, and it actively creates luck. The difference is just, it's night and day.
So, we've identified the problem, and we've got the solution. But what's the actual result? I mean, how does this internal shift actually change your external world? This next part shows how it all builds toward the card's ultimate promise.
The journey is broken down into 3 really clear, actionable steps. First, you have to recognize those self-limiting beliefs. You have to see them. Second, you make a conscious choice to adopt a new belief, the belief that you are, in fact, lucky. And third, you act on it. You create that mindset by actively looking for all the opportunities you now believe are all around you.
And this right here, this is the payoff. This is the card's final, powerful statement. Once you've made that internal shift, your actions just take on this new power. It suggests that prosperity isn't the goal of the journey, it's the natural consequence of it. Your new mindset literally makes your efforts fruitful.
So what have we really learned from this one little card? It's that luck isn't some passive experience we wait for. It's an active creation. It's about taking control of the one thing you have absolute power over, your own perspective.
If there's just one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. Stop waiting for lightning to strike. Start tending your garden. The beliefs you plant, the perspective you water them with, that is what will ultimately determine the harvest, the prosperity you get to reap in your life.
The card has laid out the problem, the solution, and the reward. The path from a stifling perspective to a prosperous reality is actually pretty clear. So the only question left is the one for you. What are you going to do with this? What's your next move?